Welcome everyone, and thank you for tuning in. This is the second order training contact. So if you're listening to this, you're about to put in your second order with Avon. We're going to go through the second order call training contact workbook. If you don't have it, just see that link over on your screen, and you can click on that, download, print it off. If you don't have access to a printer right now, don't even worry about it. You can follow along with this on the video. Little bit about the voice you're listening to. My name's Elizabeth Demas. I've been selling Avon for 11 years. I'm a national leader with Avon. I have reps across the nation on my team, and I sell at the inner circle level with my 2 licensed Avon mega stores. So let's get to you. I want to congratulate you because if you're watching this means you placed your first order. So how did it go? You placed your order. You ordered brochures and demos. Hopefully you completed all 5 steps to success. You've reached out to everyone. You followed up with everyone. You submitted and paid for your order and delivered it. And you're ready to go and do it all over again. And you even took some of Avon University online training courses. Well, let's talk about what your goals were. You know, the very first training that we did together, I asked, what would you do with $400? And you've probably been keeping that in your heart this whole time. So let's remember that goal and what you were going to do with your money from Avon. So let's look at the progress here. Based on your invoice, grab your invoice that came in your box. What were your total sales? Your total customers? How much did you make? And your average customer order is important to look at, because if it's not where you want it to be, we're going to talk about ways to increase that average order size. How are these going to help you achieve your goals? Do you have a date when you want to achieve that goal by? And, you know, it's thinking about what do you need to do to increase your sales. But I'm going to tell you, we're about to talk about that. Okay. So here we are about to set our goals. Well, or reviewing about where we're at with our second order. Now, if you haven't followed up with people yet, seriously, you need to follow up with people, but these numbers will get bigger once you follow up, okay? But your actual number of customers served, your actual total sales, and then your estimated earnings. And remember, you can find that chart on page 6 of your initial training workbook, that little chart there of, you know, the more you sell, the more you earn. Alrighty, and then the actual number of team members. And if you haven't added anyone to your team yet, remember they do have the recruiting incentive or the team building incentive that for the first team member who places an order or pays for it on time of 100 or more, you get a $100 product bundle and $35 for every person after that. And if you've gone just crazy, you've thrown a party, you've done all kinds of things, promoted everything online, and you're just building a team like crazy, remember there are checks up to $200 every 2 weeks for 6 months that you could earn for team building. And then I just wanted to remind you about what we're going to talk about real quick. I wanted to remind you about your action plan worksheet, right? I mean, you made 50 names or maybe you made 75 names. And you know, did you get to everybody yet? Maybe you just didn't get to that cousin one town over. You thought you were going to give her a brochure, but she lives too far away. Maybe you just need to add her to your e-store contact list. You know, are there a few people like you were going to go over you brought the chart, you know, to do the skincare quiz, but then like someone was having a crisis and you just didn't even bring up the skincare thing. Could you bring it up now? You know, and who had you thought to help as a team member? But just remember, the skincare chart was on page 14. And who left do you have to go over that? So let's cover some fun sales skills to enhance your selling. It's just fun things to do, easy things to do. It's called link selling, cross-selling, and bundle selling. So let's say you get out your brochure and your customer is like, well, I would just like to order this mascara. Link selling, you would say, did you see that this eye makeup remover is only 99 cents? And she's like, oh my gosh, yeah, add it on. Or she's like, no, I don't like the liquid stuff. I just like to use the wipes. You're like, well, check this out. We've got mineral makeup remover wipes. She's like, perfect. You know what? Just give me 2 of the mascaras. Give me one of those. And I think at that point, yeah, she's got a $20 order. Well, that brings us to cross-category selling. And it's my favorite. I call it, would you like fries with that? And it's the one that you keep in your head for every customer because it's just easier that way. But so she's bought a couple of mascaras and some makeup removers. She spent $20. So this deal on the back cover, and I'm just saying the back cover is usually a really good place for the would you like fries with that. With any $20 purchase, they get a watch for $9.99. So seriously, I mean, these are really cute watches for $9.99. This is how you're increasing your average customer order size, is by doing these different techniques. Or let's say she's not really a makeup lady, she's more into fashion and beauty. And she just loves this jewelry. Maybe she loves the coral jewelry and she got the watch and the ring and they all match. Or she likes turquoise and she got the turquoise necklace and the white watch. Like, those are beautiful. That's great. And I don't know if you noticed, just a few pages later, boom, we have matching shoes and purses to go with that. We have matching shirts. I mean, even just getting the jewelry, adding the shoes and the purse, that's another $35 in sales. And that's how you increase your customer orders. And she'll thank you for offering the service. I mean, what if she got the mascara, but she didn't get anything to clean her eyes with? You know? Or she calls you later and said, did you see that thing on the back cover? I could have gotten a watch for $9.99. But you didn't point it out. You know? I mean, you're helping your customers by helping them get the things that they need. Okay? It's really good customer service to point these things out. Now, even though you're a couple days away from doing your last or your second order, we want to get our minds in the game for the next order. So think about how many customers do you think you might serve in your third campaign? How many team members might you add? You know, keeping in mind that you're really going to make sure you focus on the skincare quiz, finish that up. You're going to try out some link selling, cross-selling, bundle selling. How many sales do you think you could get to this time? And your estimated earnings? Now let's set some goals. Like, if you haven't followed up, you definitely need to follow up. But how many new people are you going to contact to buy in the next 3 days? Or how many people are you going to talk to about, you know, joining your team? Have you contacted the cousin that's struggling? Because, I mean, she could use help getting food on the table, right? And then I want to make sure you achieve the goals for a first-time representative. Now, hopefully in your first campaign, you earned the body bundle. That'll arrive in your second campaign. So this time we're shooting to make sure we earn the makeup bundle, which will arrive in the next campaign. And remember, your goal is to hit this goal all 4 times, place it on time, pay for it on time, $100 order, so you can get the mega bundle. Okay? Remember, you have a business booster bundle you can get. And then I have some great news. If you got the $15 kit and either you didn't have the money for the deluxe kit or like nobody even told you about the deluxe kit, now is your chance. You can order this deluxe kit in your second, third, or fourth order. And it's just as before, you have enough to do a makeover, a full party, or, you know, heck, keep it for you. You get samples, some more business tools, and a beautiful tote to put it in. So these two this booster kit and this deluxe business booster kit are both available to you in your second order. And practice your selling skills. It's perfect. And then on your schedule, you know, if you want to set up a training call with your sales leader that, you know, got you started, or your district sales manager, check any meetings in your area. If you're not sure when your next order is due, remember it's kind of right about here on youravon.com. It's right there on the page. And so your second order is due in a couple days. So just add 2 weeks to that date. That's when your third order is due. And remember to check out the training courses, see if there's any more that can help you do what you want to do to help you get closer to your goal. I just want to say congratulations on joining Avon, the company for women, and a few extra men. I wish you well on your journey. The fact that you're putting in your second order, like, it's statistically phenomenal that you will be here in a year, if that sense even made sense. You're way more likely to be here in a year because you made it through your second order. So congratulations on joining, and congratulations on making it through that initial hump of hard work and figuring stuff out. Happy selling!